Hey everyone, Dev Puppy here. It's been quite a while since I've posted anything. I've been hard at work at a kind of a government contract, making some cool maps, and yeah, helping with a VR SimCity type thing that I can't really talk too much about. But the other thing I've been doing is, in kind of my time off or on the weekends, is working on this VR meditation prototype. I'm just going to give it a go here, um, and afterwards I'll describe how I built it. So this is about, a 1 minute meditation or so.
This breathing technique is called the 4-7-8 breath. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose and bring the tongue to rest on the roof of your mouth. You inhale to the count of 4, hold the breath to the count of 7, and exhale to the count of 8. Bring the tongue to the roof of your mouth, and we'll begin. Inhale through your nose to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your nose, count of 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two more. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the breathing, letting go of any control. Just breathe naturally and notice the effects of this 1 minute 4-7-8 breathing technique.
Okay, so that's the prototype. So that would be a really good, this energy orb idea. This would be good for an introduction meditation, I think, because it's very basic and very quick. The orb, by the way, is like particles, and it kind of looks like, my goal is to kind of make it look like the sun. And this carpet has physically based rendering, so the lighting's realistic, and this is just a cool skybox I found on the asset store. Okay, so now I'll get into how it was made. So this is quite a basic app. However, I did choose to build it with a visual scripting tool called Bolt. And that's because I was curious about prototyping with Bolt. So it's probably taken, it did take longer to use Bolt than it would be to program like normal. And that's because Bolt is it does have a learning curve. So I think I would use it again in the future to prototype. However, if you're working on a team of people, you really do need the ability to use source control to see changes in code. And right now that's not something that Bolt handles, although there is a 2.0 version coming out which should handle that. So we'll see. Right now it's just good as a prototyping tool. So the way this works is press a button, the breathe button, and the main code is actually on this game object called the canvas. So this is the flow diagram for the light canvas, which is essentially, I should have just called it actually, I should have called it the controller, because that's really what it is, as well as the canvas that holds the button that you click on. So to begin with, we create these lists of audio tracks. So the lists are limited to 10 items in this version of Bolt, which might change in the future. So this was actually a little bit, I would say, inconvenient. But it holds the breathe out audio clips, the breathe in clips, and the hold your breath clips. And so that's how I get the timing right, because I really struggled with that. And so when the button is pressed, this event is called, which is just called delay to meditate. And that's the introductory track. That's about 30 seconds where the meditation coach is guiding you through what the next steps are going to be. And then once that's over, completed, we set the animation trigger to, we set start breathing to be on, and then we start the breath cycle. So start breathing is this guy right here. So once start breathing is activated, we go here to the hold out. It's just basically holding. There's no animation associated with it. It's just kind of a, it's just kind of a space in between the growing and shrinking animations of the globe. So it goes to hold out briefly, and then the meditation starts, and this first grow condition is triggered. And then we go up here, hold in for 7 seconds, and then the shrink happens, the shrinking of the globe, and on and on. So what it looks like here is Bolt allows for, so super units are essentially functions that you can call. I'm tracking the actual number of breaths and the target number of breaths, and that's what will end the meditation, is once we've gone through enough breaths. If we haven't, so this is a branch here, if actual breaths is less than or equal to target number of breaths, true means that we still have time to go, and we start this breath cycle event. If we're done, the stop breathing trigger happens, and that is this guy right here. So we hold out, just goes into stage, and with this we're just holding on and waiting for the user to hit breathe again if they want to. So the actual breath cycle is in here. If you double click on this, so this is the breath cycle. I don't know if there's a better way to do this. Well, there certainly is, but this is my attempt, and this is a simplified version. Some of my attempts in the past were actually pretty terrible. They were 3 times this size. So this is actually an improvement. So each cycle is 3 breaths. So breathe in, hold, breathe out, and so for each cycle, this function runs. So the breathe in, we get the audio track for the breathe in audio, and we trigger the animation for the orb to grow. And then based on the audio track, we get the length of the audio clip. And this is kind of a coroutine here. It starts a timer that will run for the duration of the audio track, and the first cycle is finished. And we move on. And then this is the hold audio, and there's no animation to trigger. So we just hold, and that breath finishes, and then the breathe out audio. So we get the track we need from that list, and then the shrink animation triggers. Once that's done, we add 1 to the number of cycles variable, and then go back up here to the main function and check and check if we're done. So that's a quick overview. One cool thing, I actually kind of like being able to name variables, kind of a human name. So you can type out a whole sentence for a variable name. It's probably not recommended, but you don't have to have strict naming conventions for the variables, unlike with coding. And that's how this baby runs. So this is the prototype, and I would say once I get going on the full version, which might be VR or AR, hopefully AR, we'll see what happens. Once I get going on this, I'm positive that I'll be switching back to coding, just because I would have a small team working on this, and we need the ability to use version control to its full extent. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, if you like this video, hit that like button down below, and if you want to keep up with what I'm up to, hit subscribe.